Hello, welcome to Awakening Tarot. I'm redoing this video. I did it recently, but I didn't plan it properly and it was really long. So I'm doing it again. Welcome. I know probably if you're watching this, you actually watch the channel quite a lot, but you might be new. I'm a tarot card reader and I started doing oracle cards, reading them 10 years ago, roughly. 9-10 years ago it was now. And the tarot decks I really got into more the last 4 years, I guess, something like that. Now, I had the channel previously, and it was a fairy and angel channel because I was really working with fairies and angels at the time. And then it was 2.5 years ago that I set it up into being about Awakening Tarot, just tarot card readings. The reason why it's called Awakening Tarot is because I follow the path of consciousness, and I believe that there is a growing consciousness in humanity across Gaia right now. It's always been the case. If you look back in the course of history, you know, there was a very low level of consciousness across humanity, and consciousness is raising all of the time. And at the moment, you know, we've been going through a very testing time in humanity and our consciousness. But there is a collective awakening that's now transcending the ego mind, and that is kind of what I'm interested in. Now, that comes through in my readings when you watch me do tarot, but I try to keep it a little bit separate in a sense so that we don't lose focus of the tarot. But if you book a session in with me, I'm a tarot reader, but I am sort of like a spiritual coach, if you like. So, you know, I can do sessions where we just talk and I just guide you really through following path of consciousness, you know, how to navigate the matrix, how to master the ego more. Now, if you book in for a tarot reading with me, you're very welcome, and it's much appreciated because it's basically what's helping me keep this channel going. Now, when you book in for a reading, it's very helpful to have certain things. Your name, the other person's name involved, if you want me to tell you some information about someone else. Also, and I mean first names, last names, even middle names, useful. Photos are very useful to me because I get things visually through people's faces and also through the vibration of their name. Now, my spirit guides just work with me like that. And then the other really helpful thing is if you give me a short couple of sentences on what your issue is, what your question is, and what the background is. So I don't need loads of information, but you know, what you've got to understand is, right, tarot cards can be read multiple ways. Multiple. Like this card could mean multiple things. So if you tell me, look, you know, I'm stuck between jobs at the moment, there's a job I really want to go for, but I'm not sure, you know, and I've been in this other job for years, but it's not really fulfilling me, then you're going to get a much more specific answer, you know. I'm going to be able to go a lot deeper. If you just say to me, Kerry, give me a general tarot reading, this card could mean thousands of different things, right? So that's why I ask for, say, like, you know, 2 or 3 sentences, you know, or maybe like, you know, I've got a partner who I want to leave, and there's somebody else I'm interested in, you know, that type of scenario. Again, that's a very short explanation, but it will give me, you know, and then if you give me their names, you know, and if you have got a photo, great. If you don't worry. Now, what else do I want to say? So, like I said, I set this channel up 2.5 years ago, and it was an angel and fairy channel. Then I changed it into a specific tarot channel. And yeah, I was going through depression at the time because me and my husband had split up. And, you know, I really did love him and we had a really great relationship, but it was just purely it had just run its course, and we didn't really have a lot in common anymore. So it was not acrimonious, and it was not a terrible situation in that sense, but it was like my tower moment, it was my crisis point in my life. I was the messed up one, okay? And so I did a lot of shadow work at the time, and I was sort of on my knees, so I wasn't doing much work on this channel. Some days I would do no work on this channel whatsoever because I couldn't even really get off the sofa. And I was doing my best as I could, learning how to be a single mum and just trying to sort of, get through the day, really. I've always been a bit nutty, I've always been a bit of a, I don't know what you want to call me really, but a bit, I'm intelligent, I'm quite academic, but I am also quite dreamy and a little bit unusual, shall we say, and so it's like been a funny couple of years really for me. It's nearly 3 years, but it'll be 3 years in the summer, so it's 2.5. And the great thing is I've been following the path of consciousness because I did all my shadow work. But the thing with shadow work is you explore different parts of your personality that you've suppressed, and it's a really enlightening experience to, explore yourself and maybe aspects of yourself that you've had in denial and da-da-da. But the trouble with it is what you're really doing is you're exploring your ego, and you end up very confused and you end up very distracted doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And that's why shadow work is, I would say, it's something that maybe you need to experience, but I wouldn't recommend you stay in that permanently. Consciousness work is about transcending the shadow work, okay? You're transcending the ego. So the ego is like your personality, it's your mind, it's all your thoughts, activities, and it's not really who you are. Who you really are is spirit, okay? Who you really are is like this clear quartz crystal, and that is your spirit inside yourself, and that's who you really are, and that's what this channel is really about. That's what my tarot readings and how I use the tarot is really about, is helping you to figure out your life. The spirit of the tarot, like the tarot has its own spirit, it's a spirit all of its own, okay? And I work with different energies. I do still work with angels a little bit, fairies, okay, and goddess energy, heart chakra energy, okay, and my spirit guides. I like Alice in Wonderland. Okay, that's an energy. Everything's energy, right? But consciousness is the main energy, because consciousness is source, source, and that's the main energy I work with. But the spirit of the tarot is guiding us, and it's able to communicate with us. It's able to communicate information that's very helpful and informative about our next steps, and really where our blocks are, and really where are we going, what are we navigating, what are we coming up against. And then I use consciousness work to help us collectively on the channel, because if you end up watching this channel a lot, you're part of my soul family. Because like attracts like, and we're, it's very likely we're going through very similar journeys, And I'm a bit different to other tarot readers in the sense that, yes, tarot is my life, but my own spiritual development is my life, I'm here to basically return back to self, to the true spirit that I am, to transcend this ego, because the ego personality is just something that you've formed. It's your conditioning, and it's something that you formed to, survive your childhood, survive certain traumas, and my hair looks terrible, to survive certain traumas that you've gone through in your life. You don't realise you're doing it at the time, but you're sort of creating this mask, and it's the false self. And you do it to be able to project into society a certain persona. And it's like it's a defense mechanism so that you don't feel pain. And it's also the way that you then function around in the world. But the thing is, it's not really the true self. And the journey back to self enlightenment, self-realization, consciousness, you know, it has lots of different names, you know, it's a path that helps us understand, you know, how do we transcend this mind, because the mind is what's the main obstruction. Okay, the mind and also the energy you hold in your body. So, you know, traditionally people have used Reiki to try and clear out energy and heal your energy field. But actually, the most effective way of clearing your energy is actually through consciousness work, through burning off pain body. Okay, so I've been burning off a lot of pain body the last 2.5 years. I've been burning pain body like a bitch, and you know, it's like it's intense. But the thing is, it's the only way you're going to get back to your true nature. You want to get back to your true nature. You want to be the essence of your energy, who you came here to be, that spirit made you. And when this body dies, the personality and all your ego will die with it, and the only thing that's left remaining is your true spirit. So why not let's try and be our true spirit now, you know, because you know, that's what we've really come here to be. And ultimately it helps you come out of the wheel of suffering, the samsara. Okay, so it's not Buddhism, but it's consciousness, and I do recommend certain gurus that I follow, but there's loads of them, because this is the ultimate truth, you know, of spirit. Ramana Maharishi, Papaji, Muji, Eckhart Tolle, you know. So basically that's the situation, right? Now, what I want to say as well is, you know, the readings, I keep fluctuating, but I am going back to daily readings, and I keep changing my mind because that's my ego, you see. So I'm in the process. I'm not perfect. I'm not one of these tarot readers that sits here and says to you, I'm the expert. All I can say to you is I do get shown certain things by spirit, and I do get the cards talk to me, spirit talks to me, different energies talk to me, you know, fairies come and visit me. I know that sounds nuts, but they do. They try to speak to me. Now, why, I don't know. I mean, it's something to do with my past lives, okay? But the thing is, ultimately, you know, my readings are here to help guide you. And then if you book in for a personal reading, you're obviously going to get a lot more specific support. And then I do encourage people to book in with me more than once, because ultimately in one reading it's quite hard for me to explain and support you to really come back to the true spirit you are, because that's what I really want for everybody that comes to this channel. I don't want people trapped in suffering. I don't want people trapped in illusion. I don't want people trapped in the matrix. I want everybody to transcend the matrix and to be the true spirit that you are, you know. And, you know, right across Gaia, I want us all to do this. You know, that is, you know, yes, you can have instant enlightenment because you already are consciousness. It's just your ego mind and energy in your pain body that's blocking you. They are the obstructions to you being the true spirit you really are. So you're already your true spirit. You're already conscious, okay? You're already enlightened, yeah? It's just the ego mind and the pain body that will always tell you different. And it will send you off, distract you, get you addicted to certain things. Now, I'm not perfect, like I said, and I still have ego. I still have some pain body, although it's a lot less than it used to be. And I've got more mastery over my ego now as well, and I don't allow it to dominate my life, right? Because it used to dominate my life badly. That's why I had depression, right? That's why I had depression, because it was too much negative mind activity. Now, and it was too much pain body. So, you know, if you relate to what I'm saying, and you think you've got a lot of mind activity and you think you've got a lot of pain body, then, you know, we can do tarot sessions, and then I can do spiritual coaching with you to really help you learn how to transcend all of this. Because the thing is, you know, the triggers in the matrix won't stop. The matrix, the 3D reality, is designed to keep you stuck in samsara, right? So it won't stop. Once you sort out one problem, another challenge will come your way, and it will just do that all of the time, right? Because it's designed to keep you stuck in suffering. It wants to keep pulling you back into the matrix. It doesn't, the nature of the 3D reality, it doesn't want us to transcend it, you see. So we have to be very vigilant, and we have to work very hard to stay the true spirit we are. So that's why I'm very passionate. If you sort of really become part of, you know, my soul family on this channel, watching regularly, you know, you'll get a lot of information for free because I'm always sharing, and I really do believe in sharing. I am not a teacher that withholds information. I am not I don't even see myself as a teacher. I don't even know why that word's come out of my mouth, but I'm thinking of teachers I had who withheld information, and my hair's just looking like a right old nightmare. You know, they withheld information from me, and they were freaking idiots because they knew stuff. They knew where the teachers, they was gurus, they were getting their information from, and they wouldn't share it, and they were trying to pretend that they were fully enlightened and that they were like just channeling it, and I can't bear it. It's absolute bollocks. I'm sorry, but it's bollocks. So don't pay people loads of money to like try to make out they're some sort of expert channeling all this stuff, because they're not channeling it. They're getting it from all the same gurus I'm getting it from, but I'll actually tell you where to look for the information, and you might not even need me because you might be able to teach yourself, you see. Right, so that's fine. So that's kind of where I'm at really, and what I do. So we do the tarot readings, and you can book up in a tarot reading with me as often as you want, because the way I read, you see, because I'm empowering you. I'm helping you learn about how to navigate the energy in the matrix, how to navigate your own energy, how to master the ego mind, how to reduce down your pain body. I'm giving you the messages from the tarot spirit, you know, which will give you information on what you're going through. And I'm also giving you information from my spirit guides as well as what I'm getting shown. So you're getting a lot from me, and I don't even charge that much money. So, you know, it's pretty good on this channel. So, you know, and the reason for that as well is because I do really believe in spirit. I believe in spirit, and I'm not here to rip anyone off. And I'll tell you the other thing, I do believe people should be able to just freely book in when they want. And if someone's charging you £150 for an hour, how the hell are you going to have more than one session? I mean, it's a joke, unless you're privileged, you know, and I'm not, I don't believe in it. So that's it really. I'll stop there. I think that's everything I want to say. And hopefully that was a more useful video than the last one. Because the last one I was just rambling about my life story, I think. So yeah, I did write down a list of things I was going to say. But you know, it is, you know, the spirit of the tarot is here to help us, and we're very blessed to have it. Very, very blessed. And our spirit guides and all the other energies that we work with, but most importantly, source. You know, so yeah, that's basically it. And thank you for supporting. I really appreciate you subscribing. I really appreciate it when you like the videos and you give the thumbs up, because it helps the videos get out there more. And I really appreciate you sharing the channel as well. If there's anyone you think that would relate to the channel or like the channel, I really appreciate that, because it's like, obviously I want to keep the channel going, and the only way I'm going to keep the channel going is obviously if I'm getting more subscribers, and if I'm also getting people book in. Now the other thing I want to say to you is oh god, what was I going to say? Oh yes, that's it. Now most of you will know this because a lot of you watch other tarot channels probably, but it's just to say, look up your chart online, your astrology chart. You know, you can do it for free. You just type in my astrology chart, and you'll find ones that want to charge you like £20 or whatever. Ignore those ones. There's ones on the web that will give you a free astrology chart, and it will show you what star sign you are, which you probably already know, and then it will show you like your your moon, your Venus, your rising, and all the rest of it. Because once you know that, you'll specifically know what your different aspects are, you know, and then you can watch other videos. Because I'm doing dailies, you know, you can say, well, I am Cancer, but I've got a lot of Libra in my chart because I've got a Libra moon and a Libra rising, and I think I've got Libra somewhere else, so I'm heavily Libra. So for me it makes sense to watch Cancer and Libra, and sometimes Gemini because I've got Venus Gemini. So that can be useful as well, because then you might get more messages and information. So I just wanted to share that as well, because I was watching tarot channels for like freaking a year or 18 months, and I kept thinking, what the hell is this Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? I kept thinking, what is this Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? I got no freaking idea what people were going on about. And then it turns out that that's what it was, and I was like, oh, I didn't realise. That's what I'm saying, like I'm a nutter, do you know what I mean? I'm an actual nutter, because I was even running this channel and I didn't know. But it is like the way I am, you know, so there we go. Anyway, lots of love, lots of peace, and thanks for your support, and thanks for being part of my soul family as well, because it's great when I get all the comments back. You know, I've got days where I'm purging, I've got days where I've got, you know, my ego's driving me mad, or my pain body's difficult. You know, I don't have as many days like that now, but I still do get those days because I'm still human, do you know what I mean? I'm still on the journey. And when I get your comments or you book in for a reading, you know, that really helps me. It helps me keep going. So lots of love across Gaia, wherever you are. Thank you.